So now this deception, this beast, is coming through the religion. All right. So the Romans and the Jews came in at the same time Jesus was born. Boy, Jesus didn't have a chance to make it. 3 years. I mean, 3 years was it for him. He didn't have more. He had the jealous Jews and the Romans just waiting for him. And that's what happened. Jesus came. He spoke words that the Jews didn't know, didn't understand. So the Jews got jealous, just like they did with the prophets. They didn't understand the word he said. And they knew Jesus to be just a carpenter's son. They knew he wasn't studious in their Talmud or whatever scriptures they try to impress people with. God knew that Jesus didn't need the scriptures because he knew he was going to put the word in his heart. Jesus was going to be able to talk God for days and days and days and days without ever looking at the scriptures. Just like I'm doing right now. I don't need the scriptures. I can talk about God 24 hours a day. But Jesus was the first man on earth to have the word put in his heart and speak like he did. Speak God all the time. He wasnwasn't just used like the prophets were and just spoke words that God wanted him to speak. Jesus had the freedom to speak whenever, wherever, because he was like God inside. He's a man, but he had God inside him, living through him. They became each other. Once our flesh is gone, the God's still there. God didn't raise, Jesus didn't raise up in the body. He didn't need to. He already had God in him. Why did his flesh need to go floating around? That's a Roman lie they put in the New Testament. So we have a real problem with this Bible. It was changed so much. All the pagan beliefs put in it, that the religious people actually believe it. And what else can they believe in? They don't know God. All they have is the scriptures. So they have to believe in something, so they believe in the scriptures. But you see, this is all part of the deception. Part of the beast. Part of what God wanted to happen. He was only looking for his certain people, not for masses of religious people. He only needs so many people in a government. The United States need 150 million people in the government to run 300 million people in the country? No. Not at all. You need 50,000 people or 100,000 people in government? Well, the United States got a lot more than that. But you don't need that many. We've lived with that for years now in America. We're way too many people running the country. You don't need that many. So God's found his people. He's found his people. And this age is running through the course. And Revelation is being played out. It's almost done. There is not going to be much left. A lot of people think there's going to be a whole lot left coming. No, it's almost over. You see, the resurrection started with Jesus. The resurrection started with Peter. Peter, all his disciples. I don't know the names of everybody, but All the saints that came right after Jesus, they all resurrected already in the Christ. That's the 1,000-year reign. The reign started when Jesus died. That's all it is. A resurrection is invisible. Nobody knows. Nobody can see it. Everybody, a lot of Christians are waiting for the resurrection to see the bodies floating up in the sky. That's just nonsense. No body's going to go floating in the sky. Don't have to. God's everywhere. He's in us. He's under the stones. He's everywhere. As soon as we die in the flesh, we're there. We don't go anywhere. When I die in the flesh, I'm already in the kingdom. The kingdom is right here in me. So, religious people don't have it together. They don't know God. And that was a big part of Revelation. The story about how this religious beast got through the Rome. They killed off all the saints. The Roman Catholic Church started, and it made a New Testament to deceive the believers that were following the saints, that were still in their sins, and they needed the saints for God to speak through them and command them, to get rid of their sins, to become saints. Well, there's a lot of believers left when all these saints got killed. So the Romans just took them in and made them Roman Catholic Christians. That's how that religion started. Christianity didn't start with Jesus. No, that started with Roman Catholic Church, with a man named Constantine who set it all up. And ever since then, we have Christianity. Christianity got to be big and powerful, and they killed a lot of people and deceived a lot of people away from the truth. So this is the religious beast. This is the beast of Revelation, and the one Daniel described. So what's going to happen? Well, there's not much we can do about it. The end is coming. I'm the last to speak the truth, unless, of course, God has a plan to bring out another saint out of me, from my preaching. But it doesn't look like it. Nobody's listening to me. Everybody thinks I'm a false prophet and a lot of bull, but I'd be surprised. I don't have much long left to live here because it's in the prophecies that I'll be killed. And then it's just a matter of days after that. And that's when the earth will start shaking and will be destroyed. The lake of fire, that's probably the most literal statement in Revelation, because this earth is going to be a literal lake of hot lava. It's going to melt the crust of the earth. This is the only way God could purify the mess we made on this earth. You know how badly our land is polluted? The air, the water. The water is almost undrinkable. That's where we're getting most of our diseases from. That and the land, or even the air. You get all kinds of cancer from the air we breathe. So this hot lava is going to take care of all of that. It'll totally purify everything.